So here we have some other systems of equations. We have a baker. He has some red food coloring, and he has some yellow food coloring that he uses to make his cakes. At week 0, he has 22 grams of red food coloring and 28 grams of yellow. After the first week, he's used up 1 gram of red and 1.5 grams of yellow. So the best thing is to make some equations. So for the red food coloring, I would say y equals, the initial value is 22, and he's subtracting 1 every time, so minus 1x or minus 1x. That would be for the red food coloring. For the yellow food coloring, we would say y equals, we have our initial value of 28, that's at week 0, and he's losing 1.5 grams every week, so minus 1.5x. So there's my 2 equations for both the red food coloring and the yellow food coloring. First question says, how long will it take for the baker, Mr. Arnold, to have the same amount of each color? So we want these two to be equal to each other. So we would set 22 minus x equal to 28 minus 1.5x. What I will do is I will subtract 22 from both sides. At the same time, I'm going to add 1.5x to both sides. When I add this together, minus 1 plus 1.5 is 0.5x. 28 minus 22 is 6. The rest of the stuff cancels out. I divide both sides by 0.5, and I get x equals 12. So on the 12th week, they will have the same amount of food coloring. Our next question is, how long will it take for Arnold to run out of red food coloring? Well, I want the red food coloring to be equal to 0. So I say 0 equals 22 minus x. If I add x to both sides, x equals 22. So the red food coloring runs out after 22 weeks. Now for the yellow. We do 0 equals 28 minus 1.5x. If I add 1.5x to both sides, and then I will divide both sides by 1.5. X equals 28, 27, 13, 42. It's about 18.1234566. 18.666. So it takes about 18.666 or 18.7 weeks for him to run out of the yellow. Happy eating!